Today's question is, do you need a cheat meal? And I know this is everyone's favorite topic to talk about. I don't actually like the word cheat meal as much. If you want a more detailed explanation on this, go to my YouTube channel if you're not already on it, and you will see a longer video on like refeeds, untracked meals, cheat meals, all that jazz. So if you're in a calorie deficit, do I think any of those things are helpful? Yes, they can be very helpful mentally. They can be also very harmful mentally. So going into the untracked meal, cheat meal, refeed meal, whatever you're looking at, you need to be in a certain spot mentally. If you have been dieting for many, many weeks and you're getting low body fat levels and someone says, go eat whatever you want, that can be a recipe for fucking disaster, and you do not want to get yourself into that. Now, if you are, in a moderate deficit and you're feeling good and you're feeling in control, and someone just says, oh, just go enjoy like a nice meal, gives you an example, says, don't track it, just go eat it and then move on, that can be executed very nicely, and I actually recommend that to my clients. I call it an untracked meal though, because again, cheat meal, again, the semantics of it can really just psychologically throw you off. So are they necessary though? As far as research goes, there isn't too much research on refeeds and their benefits. We are going to be doing more of that in the future. Thankfully, there will be people doing research like this. I know someone. But for right now, as far as research goes, calorie deficit is really king. Now, when you look at it that's from the, body composition standpoint, but you also have to look at things from an adherence standpoint. So having a day or a meal with higher calories is something to look forward to. It can be very, rewarding, and also make you want to stay on track. It can also make things that come up a lot easier, like it's Saturday and your best friend's having a birthday dinner. It's a lot easier to be able to fit that into your lifestyle and then move on. The difference of that, right, versus hoarding food in your house and waiting till Saturday night to eat it all in one sitting, that's kind of where we fall into those bingey kind of behaviors. So it really just depends on where you're at mentally, and also, the systems that you've had in place over your off season. It becomes really, really important to look at the whole picture, not just when you're dieting. So if you have a really hard time with self-control and you're like, oh, I deserve a cheat meal, be careful, because that can really, really turn into way more calories than are necessary versus just eating normally through your day and then having one meal that maybe you don't track, or you go out to eat and you enjoy it and you move on. Again, it really just kind of depends where you're at, mentally, physically, as far as like body fat levels. That can really change things, because I know that if I'm dieting and I'm like, oh, I could really eat right now, versus like when I'm lean, I'm like, I can house this whole buffet, like the whole thing. So you really got to be careful. Take all those things in consideration, and definitely go check out that other video that I'm talking to you guys about, because it's a lot longer and more in depth about all those things. I hope you guys enjoyed this.